Louise, Christine, I pulled you away from packing up at the end of the conference. Thanks for a chat, but I was really fascinated by your storytelling work, because everybody will agree that telling a story is one of the best ways to get a point across, get to know somebody and so on. But you're using stories and helping people use stories to make a difference, to make change, to create action. Can you tell me how that's working?
Well, firstly, storytelling is rooted in Welsh history. The Celtic nations were all absolutely fantastic at telling stories, and I think one of the things we're doing to bring about change is we're harnessing the fact that here the Welsh people can tell stories. And not just that, we're going further. We're using modern technologies, as you do, David. We're using the digital technologies to create digital stories, to create podcasts, to blog these stories on the internet. So we're going that one step further, and we're bringing stories up to date.
And Christine, you had some, of course, good stories as examples.
We did. We had some excellent examples of how storytelling can give citizens a voice in their public services. And particularly we had Julie Brown's story, and she's a ward manager on a stroke rehabilitation ward, and she's told stories about her patient care for a long time now, and to innovate her ward and to make her ward the place that patients want to be cared in. And she's produced a whole culture of storytelling within a ward, which has produced change. And I think here in Wales we're doing a particularly good job through digital storytelling of bringing the voice of public service providers and public service users into our services to innovate and change the services for the better. And I think in the future we will be actually exporting the expertise that we've learned in Wales about getting the citizen voice into services across the border to England and Scotland, because we're doing such a good job here in Wales.
Well, I wanted to use this opportunity to tell a little story to John Craig and people who are running a new innovation exchange, which is aimed at helping third sector organisations improve the ways in which they deliver public services, connect better to the investors, and connect better to those who are using services. So could storytelling help there?
I think storytelling definitely could. It's all about making connections. It's about having a voice and making the connections that are so important to collaborative working. And it's all about partnerships. It's all about creating those connections. And I think storytelling is the ideal medium to achieve that.
So would that end up with who would tell stories to who? Would it be everybody creating stories? Would you focus first on the service users? Or?
It's a sharing process.
It's certainly a process where members of the public hopefully will have stories that they can want to engage in the services that they're receiving. And typically stories of their experience, perhaps of a healthcare journey or in the education system, or their experience of housing or the environment. So there's these are the people that use these services, and if you're not listening to their voice, then you only know what it's like from a service provider perspective, which is only half the story. So let's start with engaging the citizens in telling their stories about our public services in Wales to improve public services for the better.
And are you prepared to do a little bit of export business, or will you perhaps invite people down to Wales to come and learn for you?
Come and learn.
Come and learn from us. Yes.
Wales is a beautiful place. Yeah. Everybody ought to come here.
Come and learn from us.
Right, we'll count that as an invitation. Thanks a lot.
Brilliant.